Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Crendor, and today we're going to be taking a look at Torghast, Tower of the Damned. So a lot of people have been taking a look at this, obviously, because it's been out for about a day or two now. In the alpha, that is. It's not fully out. And currently the only classes that are accessible to Torghast are Priest, Mage, Warlock, and Demon Hunter. And there's been a lot of various opinions on it, but for the most part, the vast majority of people love Torghast. And I think it's really cool. I was actually looking forward to it. I thought it was going to be cool as soon as I heard that they had the kind of roguelike style ability chooser. I was like, that's a really cool thing to add to WoW. And so, let's talk about what exactly Torghast is. First off, I'm going to go inside. I've joined the queue. I'll accept. In I go. Now, I'm playing a mage because I actually have a little more knowledge of what they actually do as a mage, at least a fire mage, you know. It's not too hard to play a fire mage. So, Torghast is now available for testing with Shadowlands, and you pretty much can go solo, 2-player, 3-player, 4-player, 5-player, but it increases the amount of deaths depending on how many people are in your party. So, solo, you can die 3 times, 2 players 5, 3 is 7, 4 is 9, and 5 is 11. If you reach the amount of deaths that you're allowed, then Taragru, I don't know how to say his name, shows up and pretty much just, you know, beats you up. So, kind of neat. He's just this giant Death Knight looking dude. So what happens as you progress through the various floors, you ascend the tower. The higher you climb, the more dangerous the enemies, but the more lucrative the rewards. Be cautious, too many deaths may awaken the Targhast. It's kind of like any roguelike style game where you progress up the floors. I don't even know if it's capped. I think it just gets stronger and stronger until you can't actually do it anymore and you just die. Don't take my word on that, though. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So there's also various difficulties. You can start easy, medium, hard. I believe when you start easy, it just puts you at floor 0. When you start medium, it puts you at like floor 10 or something, and then hard's like 20. I think that's what it is for now. I don't know if that's what it's going to be when it comes out, but that's what it currently is in the beta. Alpha. We're not even beta. What happens is you also get anima powers. So these are kind of like, you know, when you play games and it's like, choose your power, like your whatever you want. That's what helps you essentially level your character up through the dungeons. So this is exit Torghast. We don't want to exit. Here's the wayfinder. So when we click this, we have choose the destination of your demise. The Scoldus Hall, fracture chambers, which have quests. So I take it these are for quests or something. And then there's twisting corridors, random easy, random normal, random heroic. So I'm going to do easy because I'm not good at video games. If you've been watching this channel for at any point in the last 11 years, you've learned that. So we'll do that. So I'll blop right in, and it opens it up and allows me to go inside. And in we will go. So here's an anima horde. When I click this, you get to choose from 2 abilities. Now, I've gotten lucky. I have a rare and an epic ability to choose from. The Bombardier's Etching, damaging an enemy with Flame Strike automatically applies Blazing Barrier. This effect can only occur once every 20 seconds. Then there's Vrail's Finality. After hitting an enemy with a Radiant Spark, the damage of your 4th subsequent direct damage spell against that target is increased by an additional 600%. So Radiant Spark is an ability you get that they just give you for coming into the instance. Conjure a Radiant Spark that causes 940 arcane damage instantly and an additional 406 over 8 seconds. The target takes 10% increased damage from your direct damage spells, stacking each time they are struck. This effect ends after 4 spells. So that's kind of neat. And so this seems like it'd be pretty fun to do, so I'll just do that. Alright, so we take that, and now if we look at our anima powers, it shows up right here. So in games like Slay the Spire, where it's got it all at the top, all your little things that you've got with your character, they also have a little box for it right here. I don't know if they'll keep this box, but currently that's what it is. So we head on in. Let me read some more of what this says. Anima powers are necessary to continue climbing Torghast, Tower of the Dam. These anima powers will increase your character's power for your current Torghast run. They're contained in the red orbs. Click the orb, you get a choice, 1 to 3 anima powers. Each anima has a rarity, so there are green, blue, and epic, or, uncommon, rare, and epic, I guess is what it would be. And they could be, like, a bunch of different things. The examples they have here for Demon Hunter is, Eye Beam cooldown is reduced by 85% during Metamorphosis. That's an epic one, or a common one. An uncommon, your first Chaos Strike on a floor deals an additional 750% damage. They also have Acquire 300 Phantasma. Killing a Maw Rat increases your max health by 2% up to 100%. Enemies within 15 have their casting speed reduced by 30%. Those are all different. I know I read it off like they were all one, but they're different. So, as you can see, here we are. We are in the Fractured Chambers. I'm just going to go ahead and Fire Blast these. Oh, wowie. And this is why I like fire, because I can just run around and be like, not Pyroblast. Bam, bam. Okay, woo. So you can see they drop silver, they drop Phantasma. It's fantastic. Sorry. So here we go. There's some Maw Rats. So I'm just going to blast this guy down. Also, this is the easiest floor possible. We're on floor 1. As you can see, I'm going to Flame Strike, even though this is the dumbest idea you possibly do, because I just want to Flame Strike. Hey, look, I did it. And, oh, wait, G. I haven't actually bound any of my keys, so also... Only I could almost die on floor 1, Pack Mob 1, version 1.1. So here we are. And we're getting Phantasma. It shows it right here. Bloop. Kill the Maw Rats. You also get experience, which is interesting. I don't know if that means you can level up doing this, but I think it's only available at level 60. So the experience wouldn't really matter. But, alright. So let's go ahead and do this. And kill that guy. Kill this. Bam. Bam. Oh boy, we're getting hit by something else. And I keep hitting 6 when I don't mean to. Okay, there we go. Or 5 when I mean to hit 6. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so we get our stuff. Anima orbs are generally rewarded. Are generally rewards found from many events and can be found randomly found on floors out in the open, contained in urns, contained inside chests, bought from a vendor, completing side quest objectives, and after each boss. With enough anima powers, you can have 2 talents on every row, so that's pretty neat. So you can start getting multiple talents from your talent trees. I haven't actually organized any of these. So I need to heal, actually, so I'm going to eat. I mean, essentially this feels like a mixture of roguelike games, like Slay the Spire, or even, when Hearthstone had the thing where you can choose your ability and you play through and all that. And kind of an action RPG, right? You're running around, you're looting stuff, you're trying to get more. And it fits World of Warcraft extremely well. I actually love this, the entire concept of this. I loved it when I heard of it. I loved it as I've played it. And obviously when I actually play it with characters that I've been leveling up and I know how to play them correctly, it will be that much more fun. But currently, I'm kind of just winging it for demonstration purposes. As I said, this is the wrong place to come if you're expecting top-tier gameplay. So, as we progress through, let's just blast that guy with Pyroblast, kill these Maw Rats. Oh boy. Blast that. I need a target something. Actually, I don't want to use that. Okay, just... okay, we're good. Working our way through. There we are. Get some more Phantasma. So, it doesn't look like anything's over there. We'll keep pushing through. Looks like there's a resonating chest over there. So, in each run of Torghast, you'll be collecting Phantasma. Any collected Phantasma will be lost when your Torghast run is over. It can be collected from looting enemies and anima powers. You spend your Phantasma at shackled broker vendors. They have limited supplies, but sell things like potions and buffs and all that type of good stuff. Get out of here, rat. Alright, so now we're in this big room. So I'm gonna get this chest right here. Resonating chest. And we get some legendary component, so obviously that's gonna, you know, help you craft legendaries. I would imagine so. So let's get some of this. There we are. And we have more, so yeah, it's kind of like that action RPG Diablo type thing. You break all these and you get stuff. So it's like, hey, look at that, I'm getting Phantasma from breaking the chest. And I don't think you have to fight everything. You can if you want, because you can get more Phantasma that way, but you can also just kind of skip through it all and try to progress through floors and level up that way. So if I wanted to like turn invisible, maybe we'll try that. Here, I'm gonna just blast everything down. This seems like it'd be great for someone that could AoE, like, I don't know, some sort of mage that knew how to play their class properly. Alright, so I'm gonna eat again. Torghast floors are randomly generated every time you zone in. This means you'll have a different experience every time you play. As you continue to climb the tower, Torghast floors become more and more complex. Every 6 floors, you'll get a boss encounter. Upon defeating the boss, you'll receive an epic rarity anima power. Floors also contain crazy traps, including spikes, swinging axes, and lightning traps. There's also other objectives you can do to collect bonus anima orbs, including escorting NPCs, finding spectral keys to spectral chests, and finding a spectral chest and completing a lever puzzle to open it. So they've got a decent amount of stuff to add a little spice to just, you know, instead of just kill everything, they've got like little side quests and objectives and things like that you can do, and traps that'll trigger. So that's pretty neat. But honestly, I love this. I think it's perfect for World of Warcraft. Shoot, do I go up this way? I think I can go up this way. Let's see. I was going to try to sneak past it, but... Woo! Blast them down. Let's get these Maw Rats, and then I'll Flame Strike. And I'm somebody that really enjoys roguelike games. I keep mentioning Slay the Spire, but that's because it's one of my favorite ones. But, I mean, even Hearthstone did it, you know what I mean? Ooh, here's an anima cell. So, here we have a common Blink's cooldown reduced by 2 seconds. Yeah, I use my Blink all the time. Eye Warm Socks. Oh, no, Ever Warm Socks. I guess Eye Warm Socks would be kind of weird. Ice Block no longer covers your feet, allowing you to move, albeit very slowly. That's kind of neat. So, I'll take that. And then let's test it out right now. Oh, look at that. I sure hope I don't have to use Ice Block soon. But you can even jump. Oh my god, look at that. You can jump. Can you blink? No, you can't blink. Neat. So going up here, looks like there's nothing. Now I'll blink back down. I also saw somebody mention a blue post that says Torghast is an otherworldly place with an ever-shifting interior. There are many areas to discover, and at this time, players will be able to explore Skuldus Halls and Fractured Chambers. We're in Fractured Chambers currently. And I believe they're going to be adding more and more, especially if this becomes popular. It's definitely going to get a lot more love. And going forward, they'll definitely have different things. Obviously, this is, you know, like the Torghast Tower of the Dam, but I imagine going forward, they might even just have different environments. You might be fighting things outside, maybe different races and factions. Like maybe they'll have like the ogre encampment. You got to fight your way through the ogre encampment. Like there's a billion different ways they can go about this. They can do Tuskar. You know, you fight a bunch of Tuskar. Listen, I don't know. I just want Tuskar in the game. Either way, I think it's nice and compare this to Islands, right? I think that's the biggest thing. This is kind of like Islands in BFA, and it's vastly superior to Islands. It's actually fun. I think this is what they were trying to go for with Islands, but it just it fell flat on its face. You know what I mean? But this, I think they did a good job of taking things that work from other games. See, this is what I mean. A lot of people be like, they steal the mechanic. But the point is, every game steals from every game. But if you can take it and implement it in a fun way, nobody's going to care because it's fun, right? Everybody just wants to have fun. That's what it boils down to. So I think I've made it to floor 2 now. I've also heard arguments of like how often you should be able to do the tower, because obviously you know, you can just run it over and over and over and over and over and get good rewards and stuff like that. So maybe it should be limited to, like, I don't know, once a day, or maybe 7 times in a week or something, and you can do them all in one day. You can do them over the course of a week, or maybe you can unlock multiple tries. I don't know. There's a bunch of ways they can go about it, but obviously we're still in the alpha, so things can very much change, and they will change. So it's going to be fun to see how this all develops, progresses as a new element of World of Warcraft, a new mode essentially. So that's kind of it for showing off Torghast Tower of the Dam right now. I just kind of wanted to do a little run through of a floor and show what the abilities are, and give you know, casual gamer Crendor's perspective on it from somebody that's not, you know, I'm not like a Mythic Plus runner. I'm not like, you know, super power gamer. And from my perspective, I think it's a fun mode. I'm going to definitely be playing it a lot. I can't wait to play it on like my main characters, so I have a better grasp of what I'm doing. But it's going to be fun to even play with your friends and stuff, try to progress through it together, and I can see a lot of wacky shenanigans happening. You're like fighting stuff, and other things you're like, whoa, and some people get cool builds, and you're like, oh, I got this build. So ton of potential here, and I'm excited to see how it progresses. So thank you for watching. If you're new here, subscribe, click the bell to be notified, or don't. I'm not your mom. Also, you can check out my other videos that I've made on Shadowlands. I just made one on the character creation, and I got one on the new WoW leveling zone, if you'd like to check either of those out. So thank you for watching, and comment below on what you think about Torghast Tower of the Dam. Okay? Okay. See ya!